Some of Governor Cuomo's supporters are requesting an apology after he used the N-word during a radio interview. The term was a direct quote from an article Cuomo was referencing. CBS 2's Aundrea Cline-Thomas is in our newsroom with more on the context and reaction to this. Aundrea.
Well, Dana, the New York Times wrote the term in an editorial that was published this weekend. Governor Cuomo repeated it. The question is if there is ever an acceptable medium for the term to be used at all.
They used an expression that Southern Italians were called, I believe they were saying Southern Italians, Sicilians, I'm half Sicilian, were called, quote unquote, and pardon my language, but I'm just quoting the Times, N-word as a derogatory comment.
During a WAMU radio interview, Governor Cuomo was referencing this New York Times editorial that discusses the historical attacks on Italian immigrants when he referenced a direct quote that used the N-word. The interview began with Cuomo discussing his thoughts on yesterday's Columbus Day observance, his pledge to fund a statue of Mother Cabrini, and the continued prevalence of anti-Italian sentiments and overall hate that he urged all cultures to denounce.
I think when the New York Post put my family as the mafia godfather family after Christopher was called Fredo was that ugly Italian-American stereotype.
But the conversation had moved past that topic. Cuomo was being pressed about Medicaid payments when he veered back to talking about Italian-Americans and unexpectedly brought up the Times article and repeated the quote with the N-word. In a statement, Cuomo's supporter and public advocate Jumaane Williams said the governor should apologize. Williams said in part, quote, "The flippant and unnecessary use of the word on live radio gives people further permission to use this racist term. The governor should understand that regardless of what community he was referencing, the misguided use of the word still rings with hundreds of years of pain." Many others were not offended, saying the governor was directly quoting the Times article and speaking in the context of denouncing hate.
Now we call the governor's office to get a better understanding of why he chose to repeat what he read, even as many find the term hurtful. We have not received a response. Dana.
All right, Aundrea, thank you.